Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, throughout the four winds. Pushing this truth and sincerity and diligence and doing it in truth. Okay, this is the final part to the book of Matthew. The new recites the old, and just a quick little refresher is basically how Christians and Christianity basically tell you that the New Testament is another dispensation and we're not under those things anymore, and just giving you scriptures that recites the new reciting the old. You know, this is the last video in Matthew I have, okay? This is Psalms 118 and 26. It says, "Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord. He hath blessed you out of the house of the Lord." Matthew 23 and 39. "For I say unto you, ye shall not see me henceforth, till ye shall say, Blessed is he that cometh in the name of the Lord." Voila. You see what I'm saying? It's just reciting it. Daniel 9 and 27. "And he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. And in the midst of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease. And for the overspreading of abominations, he shall make it desolate, even unto the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate." Okay? The sacrifice, you know. Matthew 24 and 15. "When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand." So whosoever reads that, you're going to understand what it means. Okay? We're over here, and keeping the law to a full, we wouldn't be able to do, because there's laws right now we can't keep, you know. But it just showed there will be a point in time that men would understand this. Okay? Jeremiah 30 and 7. "Alas, for that day is great, so that in none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as not seen since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So it's warnings. Warning in the old, warning in the new. Of what? What's to come in the end. Okay, we know Jacob gonna be saved out of that though. Well, the elect. This is Isaiah 13, 9 and 10. "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine." Matthew 24 and 29. I think this is a different one. It says, "Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken." There's a spiritual side to this too, but it's basically saying the same thing. Ezekiel 32:7. And when I shall put thee out, I will cover the heaven, and make the stars thereof dark. I will cover the sun with a cloud, and the moon shall not give her light. Same thing, Matthew 29, over again. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light. And the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Saying the same exact thing. Okay? This is Isaiah 51:16. And I have put my words in thy mouth, and I have covered thee in the shadow of mine hand, that I may plant in the heavens, and lay the foundations of the earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Okay? Matthew 24:35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. Why? Because they were put in the prophet's mouth to say it. Okay? And these words will always stand. Okay? So by these words standing, and they will never be taken away, you basically have a kingdom that's coming to us. We're going to be saved out of this captivity. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is a man of his word. Period. All right? Genesis 7:4. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. Now, New Testament, Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. So now, it doesn't just recite word for word things that prophets are saying. You also have conditions and things that are coming that are said. And we're reciting them right now. Someone recited them in Genesis. Okay? Now it's being recited in Matthew. But guess what? If we wrote books today, we would be saying the same thing. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Because these prophets, what they did was they wrote. Okay? Today, we don't have to write because we have technology. We have smartphones. You know what I'm saying? So it's no need for us to write down this epistle. And not only are we in the last days, but these things were basically we're reciting them. And it's easy to get these things out now. You know how easy it is to copy and paste something and send it to somebody across the world? It's simple. The Lord made it dummy proof, bruh. But it's showing you. Genesis and Matthew is reciting it. Psalms 6:8. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity, for the Lord hath heard the voice of my weeping. Matthew 25:41. Then shall he say unto them on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. So you were made for death and destruction. Okay? But some of the same words and the same sayings and the same situations are basically recited because they've happened before. It's nothing new under the sun. Zechariah 13:7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn mine hand upon the little ones. Matthew 26:31. Then saith Yahushua unto them, all ye shall be offended because of me this night. For it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad. Same thing. All you have is it's being recited and it's being played out. So you Christians, or anybody who affiliates themselves with Christianity, man, it's just a lack of understanding. Okay? When you say New Testament and Old Testament basically doesn't have anything to do with each other, you have no understanding. It's no understanding. Okay? Because it just recites it. Yahushua was quoting everything he knew from the Old Testament. Now, what character in the New Testament is bigger than Yahushua? Exactly. None of them. So, if he's telling you everything that he's reciting and he's not here to destroy the prophets or the law, what is the difference from the old to the new? They kept the laws in the old. They broke them. They went into captivity. Just like us today. We broke them. When we were born into this hellhole, we started off breaking them until the Lord had that great awakening happen. Okay? Psalms 35:11. False witnesses did rise up. They laid to my charge things that I knew not. False witnesses. Matthew 26:60. But found none. Yea, though many false witnesses came, yet found they none. At the last came 2 false witnesses. So it's telling you right here, it's always been false witnesses. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing how people don't understand the Bible and they try to jump straight to the New Testament. You can't get to the letter 8 without first saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You don't read a book and expect to get the foundation by just jumping to more than halfway into the book. You miss all the juicy stuff. You don't know the characters' names. You don't know if characters died. Like, you just missing and skipping over everything. But that's how you would want to do the book that's supposed to be giving you salvation. You go straight to the New Testament. And if you had any understanding, you would know that Yahushua, or who you call Jesus Christ, was in the Old Testament. Okay? But, you know how that goes. Zechariah 11:13. And the Lord said unto me, cast it unto the potter, a goodly price that I was priest at of them, or prized at of them. And I took the 30 pieces of silver and cast them to the potter in the house of the Lord. Matthew 27:9-10. Then was fulfilled that which was spoken by Jeremy the prophet, saying, and they took the 30 pieces of silver, the price of him that was valued, whom they of the children of Israel did value, and gave them for the potter's field, as the Lord appointed me. The Lord appointed me. Like, how can you not see this prophecy be played out? It was prophesied that this would happen. Psalms 22:18. They part my garments among them, and cast lots upon my vesture. Matthew 27:35. And they did crucify him, and parted his garments, casting lots, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken of by the prophet. They parted his garments among them, and upon my vesture did they cast lots. So there's an example of prophecy right there. But Yahushua wasn't spoke of in the Old Testament, right? Psalms 22, 7 through 9. All they that see me laugh me to scorn. They shoot out the lip. They shake the head, saying, he trusted on the Lord that he would deliver him. Let him deliver him, seeing he delighted in him. But thou art he that took me out of the womb. Thou didst make me hope when I was upon my mother's breast. Matthew 27 and 43. He trusted in the Most High. Let him deliver him now, if he will give him, for he said, I am the Son of the Most High. So you see basically the same examples. A lot of these things are the same examples, bruh. The same thing. Wonder why that is. You know, not only is it reincarnation, but everything ties together. That's why you can't just do away with the Old Testament. These things tie into each other. Okay? Psalms 22 and 1. My power, why hast thou forsaken me? Why art thou so far from helping me and from the words of my roaring? See that somewhere in the New Testament. Matthew 27 and 46. And about the ninth hour, Yahushua cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Look at that. Same exact words. You think he didn't see this happen? You think Yahushua didn't know this? You think he didn't see that King David said this? But that goes into something way deeper. King Solomon. This goes to something way deeper. But you see the same exact thing. Okay? Daniel 7 and 14. And there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and tongues should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. Okay. Matthew 28 and 18. And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. And we know the rulers of the kingdom of heaven, when it comes into play, Yahushua's, the house of David. Okay? So all these things, and this is the book of Matthew, we see that the new recites the old. I'm going to go into the book of Mark next. Through the Spirit and power, how about Shemiel Shai, and do the same thing. Hope this is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to you. How about Shemiel Shai? Double honors to the apostle, and those great millstone. Peace and blessing to you. I can pitch in truth throughout the four winds. Shalom.